Long transept, right? The highest point is in the middle where the cross beam comes across, right? And usually around the back, there's stained glass windows down the side, and then down the back you've got the martyr chapel. There's usually a chapel to Mary, Jesus' mother, and then there's St. Thomas Chapel where the martyr Thomas is buried, and then you've got another chapel of somebody else buried. The Saints' Chapel is behind, right? So it suddenly struck me when we were talking about the mall, the National Mall. You think of the shape of the National Mall. What shape is it? Cross. What's the highest point?
Capitol.
The highest point.
Oh, in Washington Island.
Right. And where is the highest point?
At the cross section.
On the cross section of, right? Then at the back, so there's all sorts of doors of a cathedral, and most of Dan Brown's story is at the Library of Congress and the Capitol building and everything else. And he doesn't have much down this end. But if this is the back end of the cathedral, what have you got back here? So this is the chapel to the martyrs of World War II, and Lincoln, the chapel of Lincoln, and then across over there, just to the side, you've got the Holocaust Museum. So it's like, then you think behind the Lincoln Memorial, you've got Arlington, and when you go into a cathedral at night, usually even when the lights are out, you see a lamp. So there's a lamp, isn't there? It's the eternal flame of Kennedy. So then you think, what happens in a cathedral? So there's a wedding. So like, people come into this church to celebrate the beginning of something, and they have a funeral in a cathedral. So the coffin comes down the cathedral and is buried in that area where all the chapels are of the relics of the saints. So you just put that architecture of a cathedral and superimpose it on the mall, and what you've got is the cathedral of the people. And that the national, this is what L'Enfant already, in a sense, designed it in a way unwittingly, because he designed it as an L. Then when they reclaimed the land, they doubled the L, turned it into a cross. And then the highest point is that cross point in the cathedral. So when Mariko and I were doing this, we suddenly thought, you know something? L'Enfant's genius to turn this whole space into the space where we inaugurate a president and bury a president, where we have celebrations, where we have poetry, where we have music, where we have songs. This whole notion, and then she says I should be writing a book on this, and I sort of half got a draft of it.
Pleasant because I was ostracized because of the way in which I married the love of my life, a woman who had been married to a man who was not kind to her before, and I married her before her actual divorce was complete, which caused me to have to remarry her, and that did not sit well with the aristocracy of the nation and the people of Washington.
United States with one story video, they're grafting a branch onto the American tree.
Behind me and see what you see, and then I would like for you to just make a circle and look at the lower statues and come right back to this spot. Just have a look and see what you see. So just take about 30 seconds to make a look around. Just give a quick. Watering right now because it's winter time. But you know, fountains in DC and statues usually tell a story. So we're looking for the story. So what do we see? What do we see on this side? The relief. You see a crusader type person? A warrior type person. So obviously a military type person, maybe. Can we agree on that?
Shield with the bronze, like you said.
Shield and a sword. On the other side, what did we see? Did you have a chance to look at that?
You don't know where the fan?
Oh, let's have another look.
The slaves wanted to have their own liberty.